Hi, welcome back. We're going to have more show, don't tell tips. And this time, for the holidays, we're going to discuss how gift giving shows character, personality, all that good stuff. Hi, I'm Autumn Bardot, and here you will find writing tips, author tools, and hopefully some inspiration for building your novel, building out your characters, and creating your whole novel world. And living your best author life, because for many of us, this is a side gig, and we want to do our best. We want to learn the most, but also we don't have 8 hours or 9 hours a day, or even maybe 4 hours a day or 2 hours a day to devote to it. Okay, so let's get started. It seemed appropriate at this time of year to offer some tips about character gift giving, the traits that we can, clues about how they give gifts and what it may tell your reader. Your characters are like real people. They're real people to you, and you want your readers to feel like they're real people. So don't be surprised if their gift-giving habits are like people you know, maybe even you. In times of yore, gift-giving said a lot about the giver and the receiver. And I think we might have lost some of that nuance, that understanding. I know we're in a whole, don't judge me world, but really a character's gift giving says a lot about them, shows a lot about them. And I think in this world now, modern world, we've lost the sense of, because it's all about the gifts and getting the gifts and ordering the gifts and the gifts and the gifts, that we've lost the essence of what that gift shows about us and could show about the recipient. But we're going to focus on the giver today, the giver. Now remember that one showing clue doesn't define your character. However, it will or can offer clues into their strengths, their weaknesses, their needs, their personality. And it's a combination of all of these showing clues that make your reader feel like they know the character. Not because you told them they were generous or that they were a Scrooge, but that they felt it through the action, through the showing action or dialogue that you wrote about in your novel. Okay, so let's get started on the easiest one, and that is the no gift giver, alias Scrooge. They're a Scrooge, they're tight with money, and they're not generous. That's a gimme, right? Or maybe they are broke. However, I don't think this is a good excuse for not giving a gift, because those who are short on funds can give acts of service. Remember that car wash certificate, or that, bunch of chores certificate that you gave your dad or your mom when you were 10 years old? You didn't have funds, but you wanted to give them something, so it was acts of service. One of the most heartfelt gifts that I have ever received was from my eldest. He was 5 years old. It was a kindergarten project, and it was a wrapped paper box, and I even had to provide the box. He's like, Mom, I have an empty box for a project? I'm like, here, have this box. So he wrapped the box and brought it home, and he gave it to me for Christmas, and he said, you can't unwrap it because it's a box of love. It's my love for you. See, I still get really misty and teary-eyed. My son is 35 years old now. Or is he 36? I'm going to say he's 35. And I still have that. And I still have that box of love. It comes out every Christmas. It's faded. The bow is long gone. And it's actually a ornament. I just stick the little box of love right into the tree. And I didn't realize how impactful that was until my own son was, I think he was maybe 20, and he brought his girlfriend home, now his wife, and he said, look, I told you, there it is, the box of love. Every year my mom has kept it. And sometimes I think, you know, if I'm going to be buried or cremated, I want that box of love to go with me. See, I still get teary. So it's not an act of service, but it was something that cost no money. All right, so number 3 with the whole Scrooge, non-gift giver, they claim they don't believe in the holiday. Well, I guess my question would be, does your character do gifts anytime or ever? If not, I mean, do they not even give their dog a bone? If they don't, they're just a Scrooge, and there's nothing you can do about that, and you're going to show that quite clearly to your readers in that character. Now here's another kind of gift giver. The gift giver gives what they like and don't consider the recipient. This shows that they're more egocentric, or that they're very young and immature, or that they just don't care enough to think about what the recipient would really like, or it was on sale and they're just going through those gift giving motions because that's what they have to do, which could mean they really just don't care enough to really consider what the other person would really like. So the person who just gives what they like could be all of those things. Can they be other things? Of course. But I'm just throwing some things out at you to get that, you know, that brain going where you need to perhaps show a little bit more about your character. We also have the overgiver. They're overly generous, indulgent, and give extravagant gifts. And by extravagant, I think about income level. So that will play into the level of extravagance. So if they are billionaires, it might not seem so extravagant in their circle. So you want to look at their income level that you have created for the character, and is it truly extravagant? So the overgiver, are they showing that they are guilty about some past wrong? Or are they making up or atoning for some past wrong or multiple wrongs? Or are they just an over-the-top person who gives extravagantly from the goodness of their heart? Or are they trying to one-up someone else in gift giving? Or are they trying to prove something either to themselves or to others by that extravagant gift? Or is it a bribe? Or is it a payoff? Or are they trying to get into their good graces for some reason that they will need at a later date? The next is the gift giver who gives the inappropriate gift. The inappropriate gift. I think we probably have all received those. You know the ones. They're cringy gifts that make the gift giver look, well, awkward. And really, what does it show about the recipient and the giver? Well, I think about the giver, it shows that they are socially awkward, and or that they don't understand boundaries. Or they don't understand protocols or societal or cultural norms, or they don't value or respect those protocols or traditions or norms. or they think they are closer to the person than they really are, or they think they're being funny and they're not, or they want to embarrass or humiliate the recipient, and maybe they even want to do this subconsciously. Or they have no clue, no idea who the recipient of the gift really is, who they are as a person, their personality, their traits, their needs, their desires, all of that stuff. And therefore they don't even know that the gift is inappropriate. So a lot of reasons for that inappropriate, awkward gift. Now then we also have the best gift giver. They are thoughtful. They think about the person, the recipient. They understand their tastes, their likes, their wants, their desires. Perhaps giving them things they didn't even realize they know they needed. They thought about them and put effort into the gift. They're considerate. Those are great gift-giving traits to put into a great character. Maybe their love language is giving. So they love to give. It brings them joy. It fills their heart to give to others. So I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of gift givers. Are there more? I'm sure there are. And let me know in the comments section if you have ever done a gift giving scene in any of your novels, and if you thought about what the gift should be. And I bet you did, and you're probably thinking, I know in a lot of historical novels, it is very, when royals gave gifts to each other, they were duly noted and written down. So I know for the Impaler's Wife, I'm pretty sure it was written down what Vlad Dracula gave to the King of Hungary, and why it was so important. But back then it was a big deal, and I know we're much more commercialized now, which, you know, what can I say about that? But you know what? Nothing really tops that box of love that I received. So if you're one of my children and you're listening to this, you can get off easy this year by just wrapping up that box of love and knowing Mom will hold on to it for all eternity and get teary-eyed. Yeah, see, I can't even I can't even talk about it. As always, remember to dream, create, and embrace. I'm going to have lots more show, don't tell tips coming up, because it seems lots of people like that, so that is great. And have a happy holidays, and I will see you next week. And I'm going to sneak in a resolutions, maybe sort of kind of video before the new year. Thanks so much to all my subscribers. It means a lot to me every time you hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.